I'm Karin Hurd, and I'm here with our next edition of Asking for a Friend on the Road. And we're here with Beverly Kaye. Welcome, Beverly.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
well, where are we, Beverly?
We're in Arizona.
We are at a conference.
We are.
What conference are we at?
We're at the ISA, which used to be Instructional Systems Association. Only now it is the Association of Learning Providers.
I see. How long have you been a member of ISA?
25 years.
Oh my gosh. All right. So if you are not familiar with Bev and her incredible books, so let's start there. What book have you written? That you're most proud of?
Gosh, they're all. Well, the biggest one.
Yeah.
Sold the most. It's in a 6th edition. Is Love 'Em or Lose 'Em.
Love 'em or lose 'em.
Getting good people to stay.
All right, and that is why I wanted to take a moment and bring you on Asking for a Friend, because we have a question. All right, what do you do if you have an employee who you think already has one foot out the door? Is there anything you can do?
I think there is.
Okay.
So here's what you do. Number one, managers out there. Are there managers out there?
Yes.
Imagine that you must, when you're losing a great person, like if I lost you, I would want to make sure it was an elegant exit, because I would want a respectful return if that's possible. And now there are a lot of boomerangs saying, in fact, this morning on TV, that it's the big regret, not the big resignation. People leave and they're sorry they left. So you're a great performer. I want to say, I'm so sorry to lose you. You were a great player on my team. If it doesn't work out there, come back. My door's open.
You know why I love that so much? First of all, you've been saying this a long time.
Yes.
And that was counterculture, because
Yes.
we're the big organization I worked in. Oh no,
The
if they're not
door,
loyal,
right.
the door is shut.
Locked.
Yep.
Right. And you know, it's wonderful now that people are coming back and saying, it was AstroTurf, what I thought was greener grass.
Yeah.
You know, back here, I got A, B, C, D, and I want it again. You know, the other thing, and I wrote about this as a little nothing, and now I realize it was a something, is that if you're intent on leaving, let's just pretend, then I would talk to you about your job equity. And I would say, Karin, there are 4 things that you worked hard to build here. Number 1, you have social equity. You have pals, you have friends, you have people you love to schmooze with, have lunch with.
And that takes time.
Right, and you're going to have to build it all
Yep.
over again. Number 2, you have, let me just wait with social, you have influence equity, which means you learned who you have to influence to get to where you want to go. And man, that's going to take a very long time to fill it, to build that again. And you have skill equity. So you might be a great training and development person in this organization. When you go there, they're going to deploy your expertise differently. And then finally, you have financial equity that you don't even realize you have. In all the perks, in all the things you get that you haven't thought about.
You know, that's so interesting. Now, I'm thinking about when I left my big job, the only equity they talked to me about was financial equity.
Right,
Are
right.
you crazy?
Right.
They did not
That's
say,
right.
and I really think people aren't thinking that
And
way.
it's those other 3 that when you go, you realize, I missed that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I wrote about it in a book called Love It, Don't Leave It. 26 ways to get what you want at work. A small book in terms of size of sell, but now I think people would pay attention, because I read somewhere the employee company agreement is being rewritten, and the employee holds the pen. And I love that quote.
Thank you. Okay, one last one. Okay, because we hear so often, it's just so much harder now to build those real relationships with my employees that were remote. and I'm concerned that that's why they're going to go.
Right.
What would you say is your final piece of advice here?
So one thing I will give you that we can give out to everybody
Great.
is, love them is written according to the alphabet.
Okay.
So I wrote 26 ways, different ways to reconnect with your remote employees. Because a lot of managers don't know how to open the conversation.
Yeah.
And what are the myriad of different ways to start. So 26 ways, it's on my website to connect with your remote employees.
Perfect. Oh, Bev, thank you so very much for being a guest on Asking for a Friend.
You are welcome. Thank you, Disneyland, for my jacket.